The most popular and convenient way to travel in big cities is always the metro. Did you know the first subway was built in London and that the largest metro system is over 700 kilometers long? Today, we'll explore the 16 biggest metro projects that are transforming cities around the globe, where number 2 is the most remarkable. These mega projects, often costing billions of dollars, aim to revolutionize public transportation and improve the quality of life for millions. From the scorching deserts of Dubai to the bustling streets of New York, these metro projects are reshaping urban landscapes faster than you can say, mind the gap. We're talking about $133 billion worth of tunnels in Melbourne. That's enough money to buy every person in the city a luxury car. Instead, they're getting a 60-kilometer underground railway. Now that's a smooth move. Let's dive underground and take a closer look at the 16 biggest metro networks in the world. Feeling excited? You should be. These metro projects are like giant underground puzzles, connecting cities in ways we've never seen before. Let's start with number 16, Dubai. 16. Dubai Metro Blue Line, expanding the desert oasis. Feeling a bit parched? Dubai's got just the ticket to quench your thirst for urban innovation. Welcome to the Blue Line, a $4.9 billion oasis of public transport slicing through the desert metropolis. Picture this: 30 kilometers of tracks snaking beneath the city's glittering skyscrapers, connecting 14 new stations. It's like a high-tech camel train, minus the hump day jokes. Dubai, a city that turns impossibilities into tourist attractions, is now tunneling its way to the future. By 2029, this underground marvel aims to transform how people navigate the city, from Academic City to the bustling Creek District. It's not just about beating the heat, it's about creating a cooler way to commute in this desert wonderland. 15. Interborough Express, bridging New York's boroughs. The Big Apple. Brace yourself for New York's latest transit idea. The Big Apple is tackling congestion with the Interborough Express, a $5.5 billion light rail project bridging Brooklyn and Queens like never before.
The Interborough Express is inching closer to becoming a reality. It's a proposed multi-billion-dollar train line connecting Brooklyn and Queens.
Picture 22 kilometers of track connecting 19 stations, all without setting foot in Manhattan. By 2027, countless New Yorkers will zip between boroughs faster than you can say, "Fugget about it." Using a disused freight line, this urban acupuncture proves that even in the city that never sleeps, old infrastructure can learn new tricks. Before we travel to China, it helps the team and the channel if you subscribe to this channel and leave a comment. That way, we are better visible for others who like to know which cities has the biggest subway networks. 14. Beijing Metro Phase 2 and 3, expanding the Dragon's reach. Let's enter the Forbidden City. Hold on to your transit passes because Beijing is about to make your head spin faster than a subway turnstile. Beijing, where ancient temples rub shoulders with gleaming skyscrapers, is taking its metro system to new depths. The Chinese capital is investing a whopping $5.8 billion to expand its already impressive metro system. By 2028, Beijing plans to add 998 kilometers of new lines. This expansion isn't just about moving people. It's about moving mountains of congestion in one of the world's most populous cities. The government's commitment to development reflects a broader trend of infrastructure improvement, positioning Beijing at the forefront of urban mobility innovation. 13. MRT Circle Line Kuala Lumpur, connecting Malaysia's heart. Kuala Lumpur is about to take us for a spin with its $6.5 billion MRT Circle Line project. This 50-kilometer ring of steel and concrete will encircle the city like a giant subterranean hula hoop. Kuala Lumpur, where gleaming skyscrapers stand shoulder to shoulder with colonial architecture, is gearing up for a transit revolution. By 2030, 31 new stations will dot this circular lifeline, connecting the city's radial railway lines without diving into the bustling central business district. What's unique? It's mostly above ground, proving that sometimes the best way to go underground is to stay above it. 12. Dublin Metro, Ireland's underground renaissance. The Emerald Isle is about to join the Subterranean Club. Dublin, known more for its pubs than its public transport, is embarking on a $10 billion metro adventure. Dublin, with its charming Georgian architecture and winding River Liffey, is set to weave 18.8 kilometers of track beneath its historic streets. By 2035, 26 new stations will dot the city, connecting key areas in a north-south direction. A direct link to Dublin Airport will make it easier for tourists to go from their flights to Temple Bar. This ambitious project aims to modernize Dublin's transportation network, promising to transform how Dubliners navigate their fair city. 11. Warsaw Metro Line. 3. Poland's underground expansion. Warsaw's got a $10 billion surprise for you. Poland's capital is digging deep into its pockets and the earth itself, expanding its metro network with the ambitious M3 line. Warsaw, a city that's seen more than its fair share of rebuilding, is now constructing its future beneath the streets. By 2032, the new M3 line will shuttle Varsovians across the city faster than you can say pierogi. By 2050, Warsaw aims to weave a web of underground lines that would make even the most seasoned mole envious. It's not just about moving people, it's about moving Warsaw into a new era of urban connectivity. 10. Moscow Metro expansion, growing despite challenges. Let's warm up with a trip to Moscow, where the metro expansion is hotter than a samovar at tea time. Despite geopolitical frost, Moscow's $11 billion metro project is steaming ahead. By 2029, the expansion will add 62.4 kilometers of track and 42 new stations to the network. This ambitious project isn't just about moving Muscovites, it's about moving mountains of red tape and rubble. Even with Western sanctions, Moscow remains determined to keep its economic engine chugging along underground. 9. Jakarta Metro, Indonesia's urban transit revolution. Jakarta is about to take us on a $15.4 billion ride through Indonesia's urban jungle. This isn't just any old metro project, it's a four-phase behemoth set to transform the city's transit landscape. Jakarta, a sprawling metropolis where skyscrapers jostle for space with traditional markets, is diving into the future of public transport. 2 major lines will crisscross the city, connecting neighborhoods faster than you can say Macet total, Indonesian for total traffic jam. And here's the kicker. State-of-the-art, self-driving marvels will make even the most tech-savvy engineer drool. 8. Sydney Metro, Australia's largest public transport project. Let's go down under? Strap on your thongs, or flip-flops for you non-Aussies, because Sydney's about to take us on a ripper of a ride. The land down under is investing $21.6 billion in its metro system. Sydney, with its iconic harbor and sun-kissed beaches, is adding some subterranean sparkle. The city's current metro line, operational since 2019, is extending its reach under the bay to the southern parts. By 2024, Sydney-siders will be zipping around faster than a kangaroo on a sugar rush. Sydney's thinking big, really big. They're planning 5 more metro lines by 2056, enough track to make a koala dizzy. This long-term vision will revolutionize how people navigate this bustling metropolis. 7. Riyadh Metro, Saudi Arabia's urban transit leap. Feeling overwhelmed? Saudi Arabia is about to make your head spin faster than a desert sandstorm. Welcome to Riyadh, where the $22.5 billion metro project is redefining urban transit in the Middle East. By 2024, 6 metro lines will weave through the city like a subterranean tapestry spanning 176 kilometers. With 85 stations, both underground and above ground, this network will transform how people move in the Saudi capital. It's like building an oasis, but instead of water, it's flowing with commuters. 6. Mumbai Metro, India's financial hub, gets a facelift. Feeling overwhelmed? Mumbai's $30 billion metro expansion might make your head spin faster than a rickshaw wheel in rush hour traffic. India's financial hub is getting a major facelift, with 9 new metro lines set to crisscross the city by 2025. Mumbai, a city where ancient bazaars and gleaming skyscrapers compete for space, is diving into the future of urban transit. This massive undertaking isn't just about moving people, it's about moving mountains of traffic congestion in one of the world's most densely populated cities. Once completed, the expanded Mumbai Metro will become the backbone of the city's public transit. 5. Shanghai Metro expansion. China's megacity grows underground. Let's go to China. Hold on to your metro maps because Shanghai is about to take us on a wild ride. This Chinese megacity is expanding its metro system with a jaw-dropping $43.3 billion investment. Shanghai, where futuristic skyscrapers pierce the clouds and ancient gardens whisper tales of the past, is digging deep into its future. The city's ambitious plan includes 22 distinct projects, adding 266 kilometers of new metro lines. This expansion will cement Shanghai Metro's status as one of the world's largest and busiest systems, supporting more than its current annual ridership of 2.83 billion trips. 4. Tel Aviv LRT and Metro, Israel's transit revolution. Feeling like you've been on a whirlwind tour of underground marvels? Tel Aviv is about to add its own chapter with a $46 billion transit revolution. This ambitious project isn't just digging tunnels, it's excavating a new future for Israel's bustling metropolis. Tel Aviv, where ancient history meets modern innovation on sun-drenched Mediterranean shores, is embarking on a comprehensive overhaul of its urban mobility. The city plans to weave 150 kilometers of metro lines beneath its streets, complemented by 3 new light rail lines above ground. By 2032, Tel Aviv aims to transform how its residents navigate the city, potentially reducing travel times and easing notorious traffic congestion. 3. Grand Paris Express, reinventing the City of Light. And now it's time for a croissant. Prepare for a Parisian twist that'll make your metro map look like a masterpiece. Paris is about to get even brighter with the Grand Paris Express, a $45 billion metro expansion. Paris, with its iconic Eiffel Tower and charming arrondissements, is gearing up for a subterranean revolution. The project includes 2 extended lines and 4 new ones, adding 200 kilometers of track. With 68 new stations, you could visit a different one every day for over 2 months. This isn't just about moving Parisians around. It's a race against time to be ready for the 2024 Olympics. 2. Singapore Metro expansion, the Lion City's underground growth. Feeling like you've seen it all? Singapore's about to take us on a $60 billion underground adventure. The Lion City is roaring into the future with a massive expansion project that's set to redefine urban transit. Singapore, a place where gleaming skyscrapers rise above lush green spaces, is diving deep into its subterranean future. This tiny island nation is thinking big, with plans for new lines and extensions that'll weave through the city-state like a complex underground tapestry. By modernizing existing stations and building new ones, Singapore aims to create a metro system so efficient it'll make even Swiss watches jealous. 1. Suburban Rail Loop, Melbourne's $133 billion game changer. Feeling overwhelmed by the scale of these metro projects? Melbourne is about to make your jaw drop with a transit plan so massive it could make a kangaroo hop clear across the continent. Welcome to the Suburban Rail Loop, a $133 billion game changer that's set to redefine urban mobility down under. Melbourne, with its blend of Victorian-era charm and modern skyscrapers, is gearing up for an underground revolution. Picture a 60-kilometer subway line snaking beneath the city's sprawling suburbs. By 2040, Melbourne aims to transform its transit network, connecting isolated areas and reducing travel times across the city. The future of urban mobility, lessons from global metro projects. So what did we learn from all these tunnels? Metro projects are reshaping cities faster than a mole on caffeine. From Melbourne's $133 billion game changer to Dubai's $4.9 billion desert oasis, we've seen some truly jaw-dropping plans. These aren't just fancy tunnels for high-tech moles. They're lifelines for growing cities, designed to cut travel times, ease traffic jams, and boost local economies. We're talking about thousands of kilometers of new track, hundreds of stations, and millions of commuters. It's enough to make even the most seasoned engineer's head spin like a subway turnstile at rush hour. We've made a video about Los Angeles subway project, where we deep dived how a subway can get people out of their cars and be faster on their destination. Check it out. Link is on screen and in the comment section.